Right. All right. All right. Again, champions, it's Friday, March 28th. It's 9 p.m. and 11 minutes in Eastern Time. And we are starting our training today, as usual, as you saw on the flyer. It's a Q&A, it's a business Q&A. I just played this video. If you listened, I can also maybe extend the video because the CEO was explaining what Xperia is about, the tribrid model, how we are differentiate, like how we differentiate with other IMOs. And so, but we'll go into those in a minute. But before, maybe I can come back to this later because the main guy here is still driving. All right, I come back to that. So let me just welcome everybody, and I'm here with other co-hosts, ED Gigi and ED Patricia. So the floor is yours, and then we can start this training.
Oh, well, good evening. Good evening, everyone. I hope everybody is doing well. Happy Friday. Right. Thank you for joining. I know people have had a busy day, busy schedules, a whole lot happening in our lives today. Right. And that sometimes can be very challenging. But we are here. We've made it to this meeting to come and learn together, to come and just, you know, encourage one another, so to speak. So, I appreciate everyone on this call. I appreciate your effort, dedication that you are putting into this business, right? And trust me, your presence means a lot to all of us. People are going through so much. And sometimes when you come to a place like this and you come on and maybe you share whatever you're going through in life, can be a strength to somebody, can be encouraging to someone to keep going, to still hold on to that anchor, right, of this business. So honestly, I just want to say thank you for joining. Thank you for everything that you do on this platform, whatever you add on, helping others, answering to the questions, attending the meeting, being present. All those things are very valuable qualities, and we really do appreciate that. So today, like I'm saying, it's just going to be a Q&A. It's a time when you have a question, you can ask those questions. We're here to help one another understand, right, this business and way forward. So from me, honestly, that's it. Maybe later on I can have something to say, but yeah, that's about it. Thank you so very much. And Gigi, over to you.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. It's Friday. I am super excited. I'm super pumped up. Um, I guess I have some great news. I cannot contain it. I am very, very excited. And this is just a testament that there is a God in heaven. When the time is right, and when God parts the way and say, walk in it, and you just do it. And just have faith, knowing that whoever is leading you is God, nobody else. Trust me. I've seen the hand of God. I can only say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, guys. Thank you for I thank God for even being part of you guys' life. And just to share my life, share moments with you guys, and we get to interact, whether we are over the phone, on Zoom, doing business. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I really don't take it for granted. And I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I care about each and every one of you. Because if I can say I love every one of you, humanly, we might say, that's not possible. But I genuinely, genuinely care about each one of you. And let's begin tonight's program. I'll hand it over to you, Dios. And thank you everyone for tuning in tonight.
Okay. All right. So, of course, the announcement you're going to announce it later, right?
Because
Okay.
I was looking for the
Main guy. Okay. Yeah, I hear you.
yeah, I don't see him.
Yeah. Okay. No worries. So we got the drill.
Mhm.
Now, I want to hand it over to the audience, all the senior managers here on the platform, and then all the senior financial associate and all the financial associate. Please feel free to speak. And also, we have this moment right here. You can use it to ask a question. Maybe you had a client who asked you a question, maybe an agent ask you a question, maybe a fellow agent from a different company ask you a question. So tonight, be free to ask. We are here to help. We have the resources. We have our back office to back it up what we're saying. So please, but again, like my fellow ED said, I appreciate each and every one of you for being here tonight. So let me not take too much of your time. Go ahead and unmute the open mic. So those who are on the camera, please, or anybody who's just go ahead and open your mic and then speak. The floor is yours, and then we'll come back later. And
Good evening, everyone. And I have a question. This is Nick.
yes, Nick.
So I have a client that I was trying to do and put business for him. And I'm already a non-resident license from the state of California. But for some reason, when I reached onto the part where they say, you know how we go to the application and the first part you have to verify with F&G? So they couldn't let me go past that part. So my question to anyone on the team that has done business with the state of California is how do we go about that? Is there any extra training that is needed, or how do we pretty much navigate that part? Yeah, thank you so much. If anyone has done business, yeah, they can help me answer or even address that. Thank you so much.
Okay. So if I understand the question, are you asking in the SalesLink application or in the contracting? Where were you stuck at?
I was it's at the I think I should say application level.
Okay.
Yes, and
Have you requested? Yes, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, I was gonna mention that I'm appointed and licensed with the state of California, but then they couldn't let me proceed with the application.
Is it red? Is it showing red? Like when you choose jurisdiction, right?
Yes. I don't
Okay.
go past that first page, correct?
Okay. How long ago when you requested your Californian and resident license?
I've had it for the last 1 year, and it's valid for 2 years. And I've actually done business before, but not with F&G.
Okay.
With the state of
So
California.
let's connect after this call, right? And let me see the problem, because I think I've encountered that problem before with the state of Pennsylvania. But then if it's a problem, they can fix in the back end. So we can get Blake into it and then they can fix it. But let's connect just so I can make sure after this call, probably, so I can make sure what your accounting is just the problem that I know that is in the fix.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Yep, sounds good. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Appreciate it.
All right. Yes, Champion Lois.
Good evening, everyone. I have a question kind of similar to that, but not regarding application. But I have one of my team members. They're charging her as if she has a license, but she doesn't have a license yet. What do we do about that?
You mean the platform fee?
Yeah, the platform fee.
Expedia platform fee?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you don't mind, can you send me her or his name in my private chat WhatsApp so I
Okay.
can
All right.
normally they should non-licensed people should be $19 if they are
Yeah.
staying, and licensed agents should be 35,
35.
37 according to the state if he has some taxes. So those are financial associates. And as a senior financial associate, it's $45. And then senior managers, $65. And then EDs are $79 platform fee. But somebody who's not licensed and they can't, actually the system recognize if you're not licensed, there's no way around that. So send me that name and then I will look it up in the back end. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question? It's a Q&A. Actually, I have so many questions. But I want you guys to ask. Let me now just ask Mama Olga. Do you have any question? And let me put you on the spot. And she say, "Oh my goodness." No question. Everything is going well in your business and you're good, you're happy. Unmute yourself. Go ahead and click unmute.
It's not okay. Okay. For now, it's okay. My
Okay.
mentor is doing a great job. So for now, it's okay.
Awesome. That's good to hear. That's the reason why we do this meeting. We're making sure, like, you know how like in previous companies, so for those who have been in different companies, or even in your regular job where you have a question, when you have a concern, or maybe a suggestion, but you don't have a platform to speak up to say. So we're trying to eliminate that. So that's why we have this Q&A meeting. So, but if you could, that's perfect. All right. Okay. My fellow ED, you can take over the moderation and giving out the words for me so I can get a cup of tea. ED Patricia or Gigi, whoever is available.
All right.
I'm
I thought
seeing Monique.
Gigi
I
had
think Monique has a question.
okay. Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. Monique, you can come up with your question.
Hello, everybody. I have a question about illustrations. So while doing illustration, we do some stimulation on the numbers when it comes to percentage of growth. And we take 6%, like that's an estimation. So which make the death benefit and everything that's in the table just an assumption, and it's non-guaranteed. So that's kind of like the best case scenario that we illustrate. So I had a question about what's the worst case scenario if everything doesn't grow as illustrated, if I'm making sense.
I'm trying to understand the question. First of all, I think you threw me off a little bit. So you're saying, why do we actually illustrate using the non-guarantee?
No, I said that the illustration is mostly done on the non-guarantee. So every numbers that we have in the table is non-guarantee, like the surrender value, the death benefit. It's kind of an assumption. Like it doesn't mean it's gonna really happen. It really depends on how the market is gonna be performing.
That's correct.
But because we don't have the performance, we just go with numbers. We do some illustration. That's the meaning of illustration.
That's
So
right.
it doesn't mean actually that's not going to happen, but
Right.
there's a good chance that it's going to go that way. So when things doesn't work like that, so what is the guarantee, basically illustration?
I can tell you.
Yeah, the guarantee illustration.
Actually, it's required by the law to show guarantees and non-guarantees. Okay. So
Yeah.
the illustration, mostly we don't do summary. That's why most of the time I ask everybody to, oh, 1 second. I ask everybody to open the actual illustration, okay? To open the actual illustration and look at the guarantees and non-guarantees and the performance, okay? So this right here we do, this regular illustration we do, just bear with me real quick, I'm going there. 5. So you are saying everything we do here is based on, let me do $1 million policy, and then option B real quick, and age 65. And then I can leave it at 6. Oh, let me just go 34, then 33, then 33, right?
Yeah.
So basically, normally you go ahead and do the summary, right? But the actual illustration is here, right? To view and print illustration. So this is where, when you do final review with your clients, if they have question, or even after like 1 year or 6 months, they have a question about their growth, about the illustration. So this is where you come. You have to know everything, most of everything that is here, and the performance. So you have to know which index you chose for the client. These are indices that you chose, right? We chose Morgan Stanley, BlackRock, 33, 34, 33. The rest is right. And you have to know that they are uncapped and some others are capped. You have to know which are capped and all that. So then we go, this is very important. This geometric average, we don't go just by the assumption. We go by the look back, 20-year look back. In everything that you're going to be projecting, anything projection, you have to go with the data that has been, the way the market has been performed. So this is the 20-year look back since 2005 to 2024, how the market performed, okay? When we are projecting the future, we are kind of referring to the past. So the regular market, this is column number 1. So do you see anywhere that the market performed 10 years consecutive in negative? It doesn't happen.
No, yeah.
It's like the worst was here, where we had minus, and then, but it went back up. Because you have to understand, we are talking about Wall Street. Those guys, they will not allow to lose money in everything for the next 5 years. It's a catastrophic period, right?
Okay.
So that's why we believe that America itself, people have some money in mutual funds, they have pensions, they have 401k, the Roth. So they control the market, right? But if you see, like even 2017 to like the last 7 years, we only have like maybe this performance, right?
Right.
So now you have to understand this. This is why we go, and then you look. But also by the law, they showed you they are guarantee assumption. Guarantee is the flow, right? Flow that up here, this flow that they guarantee on your indices that you chose, right? Morgan Stanley, there is a 0.25 and there is 1.25 because there is a bonus, right? You have to understand, on worst case scenario, here we have 3, the tabular table. This is worst case scenario, average scenario, and the non-guarantee, the 6.5 that we look. Actually, this is the summary that you kind of tell the client. This is the last. Okay.
Can I say something here? So when we do illustration, we mostly focus on the non-guarantee, the last column. But when it comes to the 2 other columns, I don't think I've been discussing that much. So for the middle ones, does the client need to choose to go for the fixed interest? Like, does he have to say, I'm going for that 4.75? Or what do we do? I just want to know how I can talk to a client when it comes to picking guarantee,
There's
non-guarantee.
nothing to pick. There's nothing to pick, and you don't have to confuse your client. What are we picking here? This is just this is the system showing you worst case scenario and the average scenario, but we go with this because this has been the average aggregated. Okay.
So if everything goes wrong, so worst case scenario, it's gonna perform like the first column. That's what I need to know.
That's correct. Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I'm showing you. This is
Okay.
if the market is on 0.75%, I'm
Mhm.
sorry, 25%, which means that the market is negative.
Right.
This is how the
Mhm.
money will perform.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And all the way where the policy will lapse, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Down here. But it's
Mhm.
likely that there will be negative market
For that long.
fixed
Yeah.
tariff values.
Okay.
So, but we are required by law to disclose. Actually, insurance company are required by law to disclose this.
Mhm.
The
Mhm.
clients are where they are putting the money. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
So then we have the 4.5%, 75, sorry, and then we have this aggregate where we
So
on this.
so when does the middle column apply? I know the last one is best scenario.
Doesn't.
The first one is like worst scenario. What is the middle one?
It's just alternative. If the market was on the assumptions, interest growing on 4.5
Mhm.
happen. So do you even understand why
Can I chime in for a little bit?
Sure.
Okay, I kind of understand. I had that same questions initially because it is required that they show 3 illustrations, which is the West, which is that the 0 or 0.25, of which we are saying, can the United States be at 0.0% for the rest of the policy when it's in effect? That is
Mhm.
impossible because that means America will not exist. And then we have the average, which is the 4.75. But
Mhm.
then when you look at the 4.75, it'll continue to go, but there's a point where it also lapses, right?
Mhm.
But then the main one that we look at is the non-guarantee. The non-guarantee is the one that we are saying this is how it is going to perform, looking at the performance in the past 20 years. It's
Right.
that percentage is an average of the past 20 years. And
Mhm.
we're saying, looking at the past 20 years, it has been going like this. And then
Mhm.
this is the average. And this is what we are predicting that if
It's gonna.
everything goes by 7%, then this is what how the policy will grow.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Just for the final addition is alternative is like if the client asks you what would happen if the market is negative, this what would happen. Alternative, what about if it was not in negative, but also it was not high? That's the alternative, right?
Okay.
And
Mhm.
it shows that. But this is the current average, okay?
Mhm.
Especially for those indices that we chose. This is the current average.
Mhm.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Diaz. Thank you, Gigi.
Can I add
Understood
to that?
very well.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Yes,
Go
go
ahead,
ahead,
Billy.
Billy.
Yeah, so I'd also like to add to that. So I posted the link in the chat regarding, so it's essentially legal guidelines, but just so you as the agency, just generally speaking. So the number one thing obviously is the death benefit. And the reason why they wouldn't pick, a whole life or a UL, because over a longer period of time, the index universal life is going to give them the maximum, most efficient way to grow the cash value in that policy, higher than whole life, higher than universal life. So within that construct, for example, a whole life policy, they cannot tell you we guarantee dividends. They absolutely not won't. But they'll guarantee your policy as long as you're making your regular payment. And you get the paid up additions, which are things that you can add to it along with your different riders and whatnot. So remember this: a whole life, you're not getting guaranteed dividends, yet you have these companies who over, let's just say 100 years, they've always paid a dividend. So same thing with an IUL. We can't say you're going to get a guaranteed 10%, 15, and in some cases a whole lot higher. In fact, you can't even illustrate some of the goodies that you can put in your IUL, like the what do you call it, multipliers and stuff like that. That's AG 49. Why? Because the law says that you can't do that, because we have to show them what can happen and give them, you know, the possibility that there could be risk of the cash value going down because they might have taken a loan, and because it's tied, depending on the index that you have the ability to select. The S&P, there's BlackRock, there's all these different things. You're not going to learn all that in one day, so I don't even worry about that. I would suggest, especially if you're a newer agent, have your upline or someone who's real seasoned on that particular aspect go over it with you and get some one-on-one training, and then go out with you like on a case study if possible, and go over that. It just takes reps. But those are excellent questions, and just know that it's gonna show those different numbers in the chart. Like, just don't get too caught up in historically the market goes up and sometimes it goes down. But with the insurance, then the net result is they're not losing anything and they have plenty of upside. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. So now with the time going, let me give Auntie EDGG to announce the great news, and then we can keep going.
I like that one. Auntie EDGG. Awesome. I like that one. Well, I'm super happy. And let me let Billy go first. Go ahead and say something, Billy.
So I'd like to say it's an honor. It is a privilege to let everyone know that the Honorable Dr. Mputu is officially, as of today, an ED. It is such an honor to be able to break this news for this wonderful man, all the work, all the commitment, and the value that he brings. And yeah, Dr. Mputu, that's my brother. We appreciate you. We congratulate you. We celebrate you.
Yay.
Congratulations. And this is just the beginning.
He deserves it.
Absolutely.
Back home, we say,
Seriously.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Just a round of applause, man. Either you use the emoji, but man, amazing.
Trying to use this emoji. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Congratulations, Dr. Putu.
Speech.
Congratulations, congratulations. Eugene, where's that song for the congratulations song? Job well done. Dr. Mputu, you're muted, sir.
Oh, my song is coming.
Okay.
Yes. Let me just, while you're, you want to go ahead and do the song?
Congratulations and celebration.
Right, that's right.
When I tell everyone that
Happy for
you're
you.
in love with me. Congratulations and jubilation. I want the
Yes. Amazing. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, we are super pumped up. We're so happy. We're excited. Oh my God. This has been so rewarding. And we really want to thank God for the relationship that we had with Dr. Mputu, for even meeting him. It was just a divine intervention that we met him. And I am so grateful. And I praise God for what he's doing and what he's continuing to do, and for what God is using Dr. Mputu for. And I just want to, guys, I'm speechless. Congratulations, Dr. Pudu. And this is like the best. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I come in?
Yes.
Yes, I can. You can see that my voice is coming from another device and my face is from another one. So
Yes,
it's
Edie, Dr. Putu, we can hear you, Edie. Go ahead, sir.
yes, that's a coaching from ED Dios. So if you want to see the audience, you need to have different screens. So I thank everyone. You know, it's a teamwork. No one can do it alone. Even the Lord, our God himself say, let us make men in our resemblance. So he did not do it alone. And even the Christ, when he came here, he recruited the mastermind, 11. So he did not do it alone. So no one can do it alone. That's why we thank the whole team from ED Dios, ED Patricia, and ED Gigi. They did their best. And Tom and Billy, the team was great. And then when we come to everyone, the whole Trusted Future team, the Kilimanjaro office, so everyone has done his part. We owe this to all of us. So if we need trophy, I was looking at the number in our group, we are 99. So we need to have 99 trophies. So ED Dios, we need to make 99 trophies for this ED promotion. So I thank everyone. God bless you. We are still here. We'll do more and more. We'll be available, more and more available for the whole team and those who have to come. Glory to the Lord.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen, amen. Wow. Amen to that. Yes.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow. That's a really big wow. I mean, I'm just so excited. I can't wait I'm going to call my husband tonight. He went to North Dakota for ministry. That's why he's not been around. But oh my God, I'm going to tell him. Wow. It's so great.
Wonderful.
News indeed. And so everybody's turn is coming up. Keep pushing. All right. We all have goals. Those goals, we need to achieve them, right? If we are not doing anything about it, then it's not going to happen. So it's important to have SMART goals, right? Goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Because if Dr. Putu didn't have these goals in place, trust me, this achievement would have not come. So we all have to ask ourselves that question. What are our goals? How are we going to achieve those goals? What are we doing about it? What have you achieved in the last month? Because if you're stagnant, you're not moving, you haven't achieved anything, trust me, you're not doing anything. And we are here to support everyone by implementing all these trainings that we are doing for everybody to grow and achieve their goals. Guys, it's doable, it's achievable, but it has to come from you. What is your why? What is your why? So thank you, Dr. Putu, for being a great example to so many. And I'm sure a lot of people here are motivated and inspired. So we are here to celebrate those achievements. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Wonderful, wonderful. So thank you so much. Speaking goals, guys, I want to remind you what is the ED promotion means, right? As you know, you can climb the ladder by just producing. You become a senior financial associate, you become senior manager, and then you become senior manager 2, senior manager 3, and then you go up above. You are doing personal production. Means that you have to go out, meet your clients, and then you do the policies, you get paid, you move to the next client. But then sometimes along the way you turn and say, you know what? I can also help some people do what I'm doing. That's when you start building a team. I don't like to use the word recruiting. I like the word sharing partnership, right? You decide to share this partnership you are doing with other people's. Then you bring them on board. And I also don't like the word joining, like they join you. I say you bring them on board to help you build a massive agency or a massive franchise. In the industry, they call franchise. It's a franchise you're going to build. Now, when you have helped those willing individuals, only seven, and they got their license, then they put in policies, they got paid. Your whole entire, and also you are doing your stuff. You don't rely on them. You're also doing your own stuff. You get paid. Cash flow is on over 30,000. And then this massive growth that you are bringing, you get to be rewarded to executive director position, right? This executive director position you get, that's when I played this video when we started, it gives you now the safety about what you have built. It gives you now to be in a leadership, on the leadership level, but not only you guarantee, you just made a legacy for your family for years to come, for generations to come. These overrides we get, your grandkids, your grandkids, those who don't even know you, they will know your name. Why? Because there will be a cash flow coming to your bank account, to their bank account. When you were long gone, 100 years ago. Can you believe that? It never happens anywhere but here at Experior. But if you become executive director. So this is huge, which when I speak about goals, everybody should be aiming to climb, do what you gotta do. You will become a senior manager, then you become executive director. But also it comes with 115% commission level, guys. 115% on your own pay. If you put in a policy, you get paid 115% of that premium. How cool is that? Where else can you get it? Anyway, I'm so excited for you, Doctor, and I'm so excited for everybody because I see other champions behind you. And as you can see, Trust the Future now, we have 4 EDs here, and we need more EDs where everybody would have at least 30 EDs out of 35 people. I don't know about what other 5 people, right? Maybe 35 EDs. We need 35 EDs out of 35, right? On the call like this. But on not only this call, also in the whole Trust the Future, we want everybody to be great. So thank you again. And let me give the mic back. We see Michael has his hand up. Let's see what he wants to say. If it's a question or congratulations message. Go ahead, Michael.
I just want to shout out to my brother, the really Kilimanjaro mindset. Ooh, my brother, thank you so much. This is amazing news. Congratulations, my friend. This is amazing news. We all will be running. We will be hitting the ground like crazy. We will just be, we will be coming like EDs. So pretty soon. So this is amazing news. I just want to shout out to you. Congratulations again. This is amazing news. I'm pretty happy. I'm very, very happy for this.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing the excitement, Michael. Awesome. All right. I'm pretty sure there are so many excitements for going on, and you have shown in the chat. So if also somebody has a question, please, a question so we can. This is good news, and then we hope everybody is catching this dream. But any other question, because we are 10 minutes away to closing. When I say question, it doesn't have to be like a negative question, like, policy-wise, contracting-wise. Is anybody here let me ask this question. Do we have anybody here who's feeling like they are not seeing what they were promised? It's a tricky question, because I want to tell you, when I joined this business, when I started this business, I started discovering, I'm talking about in different company, not Experior. I started discovering things that were promised, but they are not delivering. I don't see them. So do we have anybody here who have been promised something like 70% of commission, or maybe another thing here in Xperia, and they don't see it. Do we have anybody like so we can just be open? Because we want to make sure that we are in the right place, right time, right place. So everybody is getting what they were promised, right? Awesome, because I want everybody to be excited and happy. That's all business is about. If you are not happy where you are, you shouldn't be there. You know what I'm saying? There's an American say, they say, you gotta suck it up and, move on. No, we don't want to do that. We just want to be happy. Everybody comes on the call, on a meeting like this, because nobody's telling you to come. If you see the Meet ID, it's just a reminder. It's not a push. We want everybody to come here, all excited, like, I want to be there. What am I missing? That's the spirit. Everybody with me? Awesome.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead. You have two devices?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just
You gotta mute one. Okay, go ahead now.
So I have one question. Because there is one customer that I approached, but when I approach him, I start telling him about the best of IUL, and then he tell me that he has one policy of 500 for whole life, but also he was asking me to do the policy. He said, "Oh, I need another policy for my insurance, but I don't know what I want." That's the question that I got. I say, "Okay, I don't know what I want, but what I know, I need just insurance." And as we know, sometimes when we talk, we say like, if you are going to elaborate the policy, you have to have the aim through what the customer want or the client want. So which advice can you give to the person who gets such kind of issue in case the customer say like, "Oh, I don't know what I want, but I need insurance, and I have insurance that has this amount of money." And for instance, the customer is at the age of 50 something or 60. Thank you.
Can I take that question?
Okay.
So, is DDA? All right. That's an excellent question. So let me help you unpack that. So this particular person, how long, like, where did you meet him? How long have you known him?
He have been like since I started learning this insurance, he told me about it. And when I got my license a couple of days ago, he was telling me like, "Oh, can we go ahead and do our license? I mean, our my policy." And then I say, "Okay, it's okay. I'm going to apply for the license of the state that he's located in." So you might, since he told me you have been like 2 weeks, I think.
Okay, so you've known him 2 weeks, and you've had, I'd say, like regular communication, just hi, those kind of things.
Yes.
That's good. So this is, here's a real good point that you're gonna do. As you're speaking with people, even brand new, you never met them before, when you start to engage, one of the things, your sole objective is to, first and foremost, keep being you, be authentic. You're not selling him a policy. What you're doing is talking about you, kind of the process that you're going through, your rapport, some commonalities there. And when he mentions, if he starts asking you questions about insurance, he's interested. So instead of selling, what you're doing is you're doing your assessment. And so once you've got that basic information, what you're going to do is, if you don't have his contact information, get his name and number, and then your sole objective is to get him to schedule an appointment. And from there, you sit down with whoever's your immediate upline, whoever your ED is, and you sit down, you strategize when you're going to sit down with them. If it's local, great, you can do it in person. You kind of make it informal, and you say, hey, let's discuss all the options that you have available. You don't want to be pushing anything. It's a conversation. And typically you can have better results that way, because as you're discussing those things with him, he'll share with you how much money he's making, how many kids he has. Ask him questions like, well, what was the purpose of you buying that particular policy? When's the last time you checked it? There's probably 20, 30 things that you can conversationally ask him, which will lead you in the right direction to tell you how much policy he has. Because he could be underinsured, he might be overinsured, he might need something completely different. He might need even more than additional. So you want to make sure that you got a good baseline, and then you sit down with your upline, your ED, then you strategize and come up with that, and you tailor it specific to him, because there's always going to be something to come up. But your first objective, just get him to that meeting. Don't worry about trying to get him numbers and what you're going to say. That you have a team. So lean in on your team and leverage that, and then some of us can actually be in there to help. So that's what I would suggest on that, my opinion.
Thank you.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay. Any other question? We are closing very soon. Somebody asked me to read the chat. Do we have any question in the chat? We see some congratulations messages from Julie, Petronita, from Pastor Christine, Margaret, and Neri, Monique, Lois, Lisa, Maggie, Dr. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right.
There was
There
a
is a
question that says, if a client has been using weed and wants a policy to be written, how can I go about it?
Has been using what is to be written?
Weed.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is it on the medical record?
Are they using it for recreation or just for, if it's a prescription, then it should be okay?
Yeah, well, I would steer clear of giving legal advice, because even though it's a prescription, it's still illegal at the federal level. So it's best for that particular person to, I would say, sit down in a private conversation to go over their private records and kind of go from there.
Yeah, I would say you do application. In the application, there are questions where they ask, do you ask your client, have you been using marijuana, cocaine? There are some drugs, they put it there. If it's yes, you can just, it means that maybe it's in their record, maybe there was a drug test and then it's just on the medical record. So if you like that, no lying. However, there is no way to know for sure that this policy is going to be approved or declined until you apply, and then you let the underwriter taking the decision. But you can be as clear as as clear as you can be. But if nothing is on a medical record, we can take this offline and then we can advise accordingly, right? So, because I'm not going to say anything that I cannot repeat on the record.
Yep.
All right. So let's take this offline and then we can advise better. But at the end of the day, the underwriter will take the decision according to the medical record, and there's nothing we can do about it. But again, you still have to give the client a chance, by applying, and then maybe do a cover letter. We just encountered a few days ago policies that have been denied, different Transamerica, Nationwide, declined, but with the cover letter, nice cover letter, F&G was able to approve. So again, we do what we gotta do, right? And then if it's out of our hands, it's out of our hands. That's what I can say. All right, it's 10:01. Michael, you're kidding me here. Is it a question?
Dios. I know I'm bothering you, brother. Sorry.
No, you know, bothering. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, real quick.
Hey, it's just a quick question. So let's say if a client has kids back home in Africa, and he want to, get policies, and we know sometimes the underwriters might require medical examination or thing like that. So how should we deal with that situation?
To answer your question, I hope you are asking, okay, a straight answer, we do not apply for somebody who's out of the state.
Okay.
Yeah. If they're traveling, like somebody who's a US citizen, they have permanent residency, or, like it's a travel and then come back, even though we suggest they apply when they are here, okay? Not when they are traveling, because travel also can be a denial factor, okay? And it's good to mention all those travel. But in terms of someone who trying to apply for their mom or their dad or their kids who are in Africa, Europe, or anywhere else, it's a no-no. So,
okay, got you.
Especially if those people don't have a social security or any documents that we're going to put in, there's no way to go about it. Yeah.
Okay.
But we can protect the mom though. Let's make that appointment.
Right. That's correct. Yeah. This client has he's a citizen though, but he has, his kid back somewhere in Kenya. And that's why I was just asking that question. But he's a citizen, so
when they get here, when they, they do the petition, they get here, we'll be able to sit down with them and then do those the kids policy when they are here.
Right. Correct. Sound good. Thank you.
All right. So if you guys allow me, let's close this meeting. It's 1 hour. It's weekend. People are tired. They've been working hard, and some want to go and celebrate with the champagne and all that. So guys, it's been amazing. It's been an honor to be a moderator tonight. So let me go give back my my co-host, and then we can just adjourn this meeting. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Happy weekend. See you.
Happy weekend.
Tomorrow for the meeting, guys. Don't forget.
At 10.
We have a meeting tomorrow. Team meeting at 11 o'clock.
11 Eastern, 10
Yes.
Central.
Please.
Motivational meeting. Do not miss.
All right. Good night.
Okay, good night. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Good night.
So we share the champagne on WhatsApp by Bluetooth.
Enjoy, have fun, have fun.
Okay.
You deserve it, champion. All right, bye everybody.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.